to all the Muslims and welcome to my channel. If you are new, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And if you are a original on here, welcome back. I really appreciate it. Today, it's going to be a bit, sorry, I had to move my camera. It's going to be a bit of a heavy topic. If you aren't, of age to have children or things like that, you might know someone, and so this might be helpful for you. I'm going to be talking about postpartum anxiety and how I'm getting through with it. And I'm actually going to be giving you all a recap, so I should be able to show you some things that I've been doing and life updates and channel updates as well. So I'm super excited for that. So let's get right into it. So we're thirsty. Ooh, child. It's getting hot here. But yeah, so postpartum anxiety. So if you have seen, my last post was my Eid video, and I looked like I was having so much fun and everything was super great and everything, and it was when it was, but I actually really struggled with anxiety during Eid, and it was like so weird. Like during Eid prayer, I basically started having heart palpitations, and like right after prayer, like it would triggered it, after like I figured everything out, was people were holding my son, and it like triggered me. And I realized we have not really left the house because of COVID and winter. We as a family unit have not left the house so often. And so it was a new thing for me to see people that I do not know hold my son. And it triggered me. It made me like very anxious, and it kind of brought back some memories of like when I tried to go out right after he was born, and we were at Walmart, and I was also having like this heart palpitation and this anxiety. And I spoke to someone, and it's a symptom of postpartum anxiety. And so just paying attention to like what actually triggers me. And so I wanted to make a video of what's actually helping me get through that. So number one is, my religion and a lot of like reciting Quran and making sure you pray your prayers on time. I'm definitely probably gonna make a TikTok video about like how, as a mom, because people don't talk about this, like as a mom, how I manage to pray on time, or try my best to, because like you have the kids screaming, your schedule's all over the place and all this, you have to literally try. It's not like when you're like single, or like when you're married and you're a singleton, like a single person, you have someone attached to you, you have a kid attached to you, and you do have to meet that child's needs, but Allah comes first. And yeah, so just maintaining that relationship with my creator has and like refocus has definitely helped me a lot and helped calm me down whenever I start having that anxiety bubble up. But that sometimes is not enough. And the second thing is my diet. I think sometimes I stress eat whenever I am getting super overwhelmed. I tend to like eat something that's not good. So we've actually cut out a lot of those foods, those comfort foods, those foods that aren't good. And I found like this love of baking, and so like if I actually want cookies or want cake or something, I'll make it myself, so I can like actually manage how much sugar, or like if I actually even want to put sugar and I could put like a natural sweetener in, instead of using like eating something like super processed and like with chemicals. And even the process of like actually baking and making like a small batch of cookies is therapeutic, and then by the time the cookies are done, I don't even want to eat them. And so that's like been really, really good for me. Excuse me. And so there's that as well. And then I just been eating a lot of more dark green leafy vegetables and fruit with water in it. I've been eating a lot of tomatoes, blueberries, strawberries, and hopefully I'll get some good watermelon soon, since it'll be in season. And then also just like eating in season and eating fresh, fresh organic food. Your gut has a lot to do with your mind, and people kind of forget that. So, you know, anxiety, it can be from the actual food that you're eating. If you're eating dead food, you're not going to feel alive inside. Remember that. So, thirdly, is being surrounding myself with positive people. And I know like that might, I don't really like saying like, this person's so negative and I need to be, because people go through things, you know, and people sometimes need to vent to you. But I've been just surrounding myself around people who respect my boundaries, and they see that, they know, they are, you know, people who are self-aware, like, okay, like she's a new mom, like, you know, she is getting the hang of things, she's doing something new in her life, and she's doing all this stuff. Like, I don't need to trauma dump, I don't need to call her for all my issues. I should check on her, I should check on her son, I should send her a card or things like that. I'm hanging out with people like that because they're considerate of like what I'm going through, because this is kind of like no one cares about you after a certain while. And this time, now that my son's 9 months, is the time that I need people the most, because it's like when your baby's first born, you have so many people calling and check on you. They're all in the house with you. And then like right after that, no one literally cares about you. And that is the time that you as a friend, or you as someone who cares about someone, when that child is around like 10 months, 1 year, that's the time that you actually need to check on your friend, because like that's firstly the kid's getting teeth, the kid's not sleeping, there's a lot of stuff going on with your body hormonally as well, because like if you're breastfeeding, sometimes women are stop breastfeeding around that time and their hormones are just like all over the place. For me, I'm still breastfeeding, and that's also causing me to be like extremely hormonal and things. But like this is the time to check on your friends the most, like especially if you've been slacking and you haven't, like you cared when the baby was like 0 to 3 months, and then after that you like left that mom. This is the time to check on them. And because I noticed that people literally just don't care about me, and I'm not going to be like, oh no, people are busy. No, like people just don't care. That's just what it is. And that's okay. I've been leaning towards people who do care about me. Like, why would I like actually put effort into relationships that serve me no purpose? It literally makes no sense. And that has been so good for my mental health. Like, imagine me like calling, texting, reaching out, and like having to deal with like my son changing his sleep schedule, teething, you know, potty train, like all this stuff. Like, why would I do that? That literally makes no sense. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. So I just been doing that. And you guys, I wanted to show you all the stuff that we've been doing. So lastly, I would say I've been going outside. She's been outside. I've been going to the mall. I've been going, it was my birthday. It was my wedding anniversary. We had so much fun. We went out to a restaurant, Benihana's, I think that's the name, how you say it. And it was so nice. And Ahmed was not scared. He was a champ. My husband even had so much fun. And like he really enjoyed his time. We really enjoyed our time. Like Ahmed was definitely crying some of the part, and I didn't have that anxiety flare up because of all the things that I said I was doing. I calmed myself down, and I had just like breastfed him before I went in, so I knew he was good. He ate a lot. He's a really good eater, so he had so much fun. And there was like a problem with the eye, or the thing that the man was cooking on, so it was like taking longer than usual, but everyone really understood, and they were really interacting with him, and it was just so much fun. And then we went to the mall, and I got some charm bracelets, or I got some new charms, these 3 new charms for my anniversary. and Mother's Day and all those things. And they also gave us a new bracelet. And that was really fun as well. Going to the mall is something that I miss doing. And to be able to do that again without having like an anxiety attack is great. So lastly, I just wanted to say, if you're battling with postpartum anxiety or depression, make sure you go speak to someone and get that help. And then if you're Muslim, make sure you're following people who really push Islam and will remind you of Allah. And if you're going to be around people, around sisters, make sure they are also on that same wavelength. It definitely helps you when you're surrounding yourself around people who remind you of your religion and the fact that we're all going to return to Allah. Like, it like simplifies life and it makes it a bit easier. Like motherhood, all these things, they're a test. It's something that is supposed to make us a better person and bring us closer to Allah. And so I pray that we all, find our peace and within our religion. But also, if you're not religious, if you're not Muslim, whatever have you, just find your center, find your peace, and hopefully those tips help you. And I don't want to talk too long. I don't want this video to be too long. So I just want to say assalamu alaikum to the Muslims and peace out. I love you guys.